This is 3 News Daily.
Hello everyone, welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Monday, July 31st. I'm Stephanie Haney. Thank you for being with us for what matters most to you here in Northeast Ohio. And today we start in Akron, where people are worried about student performance at the I Promise school, which is supported by LeBron James. Now first, we do need to note that WKYC Studios has a partnership with the LeBron James Family Foundation and offers resources to give opportunities for I Promise students. Now, I Promise opened in 2018 as part of the Akron Public Schools District, but receives additional funding from the foundation. Last night, there was criticism of the school after state test scores showed none of the now rising 8th graders scored proficient in math. Lydia Esparra reports.
As I Promise, the school backed by the LeBron James Family Foundation gets ready for the new year, the Akron School Board reflects on the past year in last Monday's board meeting.
I'm looking at the current 7th graders, and so for 3 years, not one child passed the state test in math, not one for 3 years.
It is discouraging.
It is discouraging. A chart shows for the 22-23 school year, no 7th grader passed math, and only 1% passed the previous school year.
Has there been discussion or ideas as to why there is such a difference between the results in ELA and in math?
There are several factors, according to Stephanie Rosa for the LeBron James Family Foundation. She tells me the kids in IPS are the bottom 25 when it comes to learning and in the Akron School District. Most are at risk. She says the pandemic affected the children when it came to learning. They required in-person teaching, a more hands-on approach, and she says they come to school hungry, sometimes homeless, and always in need. But that pandemic is over now, and they are pushing forward, says Rosa. In a statement, the principal, Stephanie Davis, says, when working with students who are achieving below grade level, growth is as important as a measure of progress as proficiency. Rosa adds, while they have been challenged, students are meeting the required benchmarks from where they began. And she adds, because the work requires a long-term commitment, hard work, and a lot of love and care.
Certainly a lot of questions now there. And with the first day of classes starting today at the I Promise school, school administrators are promising more consistency and positive energy to get their students to perform to the best of their abilities. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, police are still searching for a missing teen mother and her newborn baby. Police say 15-year-old Amira Jackson and her 1-month-old baby Amir have been missing from their home on Harvard Avenue since Thursday. Unfortunately, that's all we know right now. If you have any information about Amira and her baby, please call the Cleveland Police. And we're learning new details about a drowning in Lake Erie from Saturday. The Coast Guard says a 22-year-old man drowned in the waters off of Conneaut Township Park around 5 p.m. when there were rip current warnings in effect. Good Samaritans pulled 2 people out of the water. The man who drowned was unresponsive and died at the scene, and the other person was his friend who had tried to help him out. We can tell you that the friend now is doing okay. Now switching gears here, the Browns are back home in Northeast Ohio after wrapping up their last day of practice in West Virginia. Twice yesterday, though, practice had to stop because of fighting between players. From what we understand, there was pushing and shoving and maybe a punch thrown. James Hudson and Obo Okoronkwo were in the middle of it, and Tyrone Wheatley had to limp off the field. Head coach Kevin Stefanski spoke with the media, saying this kind of fighting is normal in the NFL. Now, their first preseason game is this Thursday against the New York Jets. That's part of the Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinement festivities in Canton. All right, turning now to consumer news with important news for drivers. You may have noticed you're paying more at the pump. Gas Buddy reports drivers in Akron are paying about $3.50 a gallon, up 24 cents from last week. And in Cleveland, drivers are seeing about the same $3.50 average as well. That's 16 cents higher than this time last month, but about 40 cents cheaper than 1 year ago. And at the national level, gas prices rose about 17 cents in the past week, bringing the average across the U.S. to $3.72 per gallon. We do know those prices do tend to go up for us in the summer a little bit. All right, thanks for watching this first half of 3 News Daily. Whether you're watching on WKYC Plus, on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TVs, or listening on your favorite podcast platform, or with us on YouTube, we appreciate you. Have a beautiful Monday. We'll be back with you tomorrow with more top stories from around Northeast Ohio.